Hey, what's up everyone? GoPro Hero 7 Black vlogging setup, the one that I think's the best for you guys in 2020. Well, at least the best for me. Now that's my opinion on it. I did a lot of research on some different cases and stuff and different lighting and microphones, and I would just want to show you guys here why I did not upgrade my Hero 7 Black to the Hero 8, and also why I went with this vlogging setup for my camera. Now I'll leave a link in the description below for all the accessories that I've talked about in this video. If you guys are interested, please check those links out. They are affiliate links and I will make a small commission if you guys use them at no extra cost to you, but that's what helps this channel out and helped me creating these videos for you guys. The first main reason why, and I'm sure you guys have seen this already if you've been thinking about purchasing a GoPro Hero 7, but the main reason why I did not upgrade my Hero 7 Black to the Hero 8 and get the media mod is because if you guys have watched some of my other videos, my son uses these GoPros for his BMX racing and he really puts them through some vigorous testing. If you've seen some of his crashes, and I'll link one of them up here. This was the last crash he had. It was a pretty gnarly crash, and these things gotta withstand a good beating, and if that lens breaks, you can't replace it on the Hero 8. That's why I decided to go ahead and keep this one. That way if this breaks, I can go ahead and change that, no big deal. Now, the case that I decided to go with on here for the vlogging setup is a Ulanzi V3 PRO. Now, one thing I want to note, guys, is the Ulanzi, it has two different models of the V3. It has the V3 and the V3 Pro. Now, the V3 Pro is the one that I decided to go with because of this attachment up top here that you can mount your microphone adapter on. It is easily removable, which I'll show you here in a minute. Now on the Ulanzi V3 too, it has the attachment that goes underneath that holds your microphone adapter. And what I did not like about that is the fact that it's not easily removable. You have to take two screws out to remove it, and then you pretty much always got to have it on there. Now if you don't want to use your microphone, you just want to use the built-in microphone for something really quick and everything, then you can see here, this whole top piece just slides right off. And it is really held on there good by this little ball bearing here and these little rubber things to keep it in line, but it just slides on top there. Now you can use this as a hot shoe if you wanted to, and then you could get it really small like this here with just the metal or aluminum case here, and that's a really good heavy-duty protection for it. Now, like I said on the other one, it has the one on the bottom, but to remove that, you have to take out screws, take the mount off, put the mount back on. It's just a lot of fumbling around. So basically, when you want to use your microphone adapter, you just slide this in here, and you're good to go. And another thing that I liked about this is that it keeps this up high enough so that when you have the GoPro on, this, if you're using a big microphone like this, the Rode Videomicro, it doesn't get in the way of your shot. If you use the other one and you don't have an attachment on there, a lot of times you'll see this furry wind muff in your shot. So you're gonna have to buy an additional adapter, something like maybe this thing here to put on the top to get it up high enough, but you don't need to do that with this version. Another nice thing I like about this Ulanzi V3 Pro is that it has a cold shoe mount on the side with also two 1/4-inch screw adapters that you can either mount your tripod and turn the camera sideways, or bring some other attachments off the side of that. Like I said, it has the cold shoe mount on top of this microphone adapter so that you can mount a microphone, lights, or whatnot on top of there. Now they do make a plastic version of this, which is lighter. However, the microphone adapter mounts underneath instead of on top, and also it comes up around, plugs into your side, and it doesn't give you any support like this one does for your cable. See how this one has a little metal adapter here that bolts on? Now that holds your cable in there really nice and securely, so you don't have to bend or twist your cable, plug it in, and then it's working up and down on your port in your GoPro, or wearing your cable out of your $50 adapter from GoPro. Yes, $50. GoPro, if you're listening to me, that is just ridiculous. $50 for an adapter just to be able to get external audio, that is ridiculous. Please start putting the adapters in the GoPro. It would make life easier and more simple for everyone. Anyway, done with my rant. So basically, this adapter is about 50 bucks. And the way this sticks out, at first I didn't think I would like it, but after seeing the way it works, after you plug this in here, that really secures this cable and keeps it from moving up and down in your connection in your GoPro, wearing out that connection and wearing out your cable. I mean, it is really secure in there. You don't have to worry about it moving around. So that's really one nice feature. If you don't like this, if it's too heavy and you're not going to use your mount, you could go ahead and take this off here with these 2 bolts, but it really secures the cable good, and I'm really happy with the way that works. Now, the one thing that I want to show you guys here, and this is the only thing that I was concerned about whenever I purchased this, was I was worried about the way that this microphone adapter mounts on top here. I was worried about being able to get to the power button. You could see here, I could still get in there no problem, turn it on, hit the power button and everything like that. With it being attached up there, definitely enough room still for me to get in there, so it's perfect in my opinion. But most of the time it doesn't really matter, because I like to use the remote when I'm recording a lot of my things anyway, so this remote really comes in handy. Now, this is the 1st generation remote that they have out, and you guys could pick these up really reasonably, remanufactured or refurbished. You don't have to get the newest one to work with the GoPro Hero 7. The only thing is that I don't like is that it says you can hook to 50 cameras, but when I try to hook it to both of mine, I've only gotten it to work once. Any other time, I really never got it to sync right with both cameras, but it is good for recording with one camera. Now, let me show you guys here how this camera goes in here, and another reason why I purchased this one. Now, some of the GoPro metal cases, they're cheaper than this, but they have a little thumb screw in the side and no cold shoe mount on the side, but that thumb screw holds the camera in tight. This thing, it fits so well in here, this GoPro setup, and it works for the GoPro Hero 5, 6, or 7, and it's so tight in there that it doesn't even have a thumb screw to keep it tight. It's just tight. You just slide this cover back up off the back, unplug it, and the GoPro sits in there nice and tight. I mean, it's actually takes a little bit to wiggle it out that it fits so well, but you don't have that thumb screw going into the side of the camera, ruining it if you tighten it too much, putting a dent in your camera. I mean, it just fits in there really good and tight. It doesn't rattle around or anything. This fits on there nice, and you can see here, no shakes or rattles or anything. I mean, it just fits perfect in there. So I got to give Ulanzi a thumbs up on that one. They did a great job with designing this case and getting the camera to fit in there perfect. In my opinion, this is the best setup that you can do. Now, another nice thing I like about using this setup is it has the 1/4-inch screw adapter on the bottom that you could mount your selfie stick or tripod or whatnot right to there without using the factory GoPro mount. But it does come with the GoPro mount that you can bolt to there and use it with regular GoPro accessories. But on this setup, for the vlogging setup, I'd rather just attach my little adjustable ball head in there onto my adjustable selfie stick, and then I got a nice little setup here that I can use. And this thing also extends 3 or 4 different lengths. You can see it extends nice, and this is nice and lightweight. You guys could see here it extends really far away from me. Have a lot of adjustment on it. But that's my setup that I have here for my vlogging and my YouTube videos. Now, another nice thing is, guys, you can put, I got another setup here for a cell phone. It's a crazy little setup, but I might do a video on this later. If you guys are interested, go ahead and subscribe. But what I like about the attachment on the side is you can put a nice little light, which makes it, this is a very reasonable light, guys, and does a great job. It's LED, has some different levels of modes on the back, and this is a VL49, and I'm going to go ahead and probably do a video of this later on and show you guys, you know, how that looks with the different settings and everything. But I like being able to put a light on here because it really improves the quality of your video like you would not believe. If you're in a dark environment, it pretty much gets rid of the graininess of your videos. But that's a nice little setup there. I mean, you guys can see here, even if you used it as like a fill light, it really makes a big difference in your videos. So I'll put a link below in the video to all my adapters and attachments and accessories that I've purchased here. Now, if you guys do use these links, they are affiliate links, and I will get a small commission, but that's what helps me buy and test these things for you guys, and hopefully narrow down your decision so you don't have to go through all the stuff that I went through purchasing different things, trying different things out. Now, there is another accessory that I bought that I thought may work and would be a nice lightweight option. I'll get back to this here in a second, but let me just go over with you guys here why I don't like this other accessory that I bought. And one thing though that it is good for. Now, this GoPro accessory here is fairly cheap, and this holds the adapter in the center here. And then you could go ahead and plug it into your camera and then screw your tripod, or here, I got it set up here. This is just a little adjustable legs thing, which you can use for vlogging also. But it has a nice little screw on the bottom, so you can screw your selfie stick or your little tripod or anything onto that and use that, which is nice. But the thing that I don't like about this setup here is that this wire, no matter if you have the wire coming through the front or through the back, it seems like this wire, you have to almost really stretch it to get it to plug in here. Let's see if I can show you guys. And all right, so I got it to plug in there, but it really stretches it, and it kind of pulls down on that a little bit, and there's nothing on there like on the other mount here on the side. You can see how it has this piece here. There's nothing like that to keep this adapter in from moving around, and I'm afraid that over time it's either going to wear out my $50 adapter or wear out the port on the GoPro. So that's the only thing that I did not like about this setup here. It would work in a pinch, and or for, you know, a second GoPro just to throw in your bag, just to have a cheap option. And then what's nice about it is you do have a cold shoe there on each side. But one thing this is nice for, even if you don't have this audio adapter, like I said, if you want to use it for your GoPro just to be able to quickly leave the mount on your GoPro, it has the GoPro mount on the top. You can leave your mount on the GoPro, slide it onto here, and then you can screw your tripod into there, and it's pretty nice for that. It is a little bit big if you're using it just for that, but you could either I don't know, always cut these sides off if you wanted to or whatever. It's just plastic. But what's nice about it is it has the cold shoes on the side also. So if you wanted to use a video light or something, you can go ahead and do something like that. Maybe put a second light on the other side if you needed 2 lights. So there's still a lot of good options that you could do with this setup here if you wanted. And I mean, I'm glad I still have it for, you know, something quick and easy like this if I wanted to do something. But overall, if you just want one setup to be able to work for you, I would definitely recommend the Ulanzi V3 PRO. Another cool accessory, guys, that I've had for about a year or so now is the Photo Pro UFO 2 flexible tripod, and I did a full review on this tripod. If you guys are interested, I'll post a link up here to that video. But it's a pretty cool little flexible tripod that's really good for vlogging or just setting it up on different places and stuff like that. So go ahead and check that video out, guys, if you guys are interested in something like this here. Now, basically, one thing that I do recommend if you're using it like this and you're just going to use the internal mics on the GoPro itself, is to get one of these cheap foam sleeves. Now this thing is really going to cut down a lot of the wind noise. I found this thing to be amazing, and a lot of the things that I do outside when it's windy on a windy day, if you're, like I said, if you're not using an external mic with a windscreen, these things sometimes make a world of difference on your videos. And what's nice about this is it will actually fit over this whole setup with this case on. It'll fit over the case and everything. So there we go. You can see I got the foam on the case, and it covers all the mics to help with wind noise, and you still got the spot in the bottom to mount your selfie stick or GoPro adapters or whatever you might be using to attach it to whatever you're attaching it to. But this definitely makes a world of difference if it's a windy day out and this is all you're using right here. It's a very cheap option, but definitely a great upgrade for a GoPro. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that thumbs up. If you have any suggestions for any future videos, please put them in the comments below, and maybe it's something that I can make for you guys and hopefully help you guys out. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys definitely on the next one.